Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, was a region located in modern-day Iraq, Kuwait, and parts of Syria and Turkey. Mesopotamia was the birthplace of numerous empires, such as the Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian empires. These empires rose to great power and success, but eventually declined and fell. This essay will examine the rise and fall of Mesopotamian empires, exploring the political, economic, social, and cultural factors that contributed to their success and ultimate downfall. The rise of Mesopotamian empires. The rise of Mesopotamian empires can be traced back to the development of agriculture in the region around 10,000 BCE. The abundance of food led to a population increase, which in turn led to the development of cities and urban centers. These cities were ruled by local chiefs, who eventually became kings and established the first Mesopotamian empires. One of the first and most significant Mesopotamian empires was the Akkadian Empire, established by Sargon of Akkad in 2334 BCE. Sargon was a military leader who conquered Sumer and other surrounding areas, creating the first true empire in history. The Akkadian Empire was followed by the Babylonian Empire, which was established by Hammurabi in 1792 BCE. Hammurabi is best known for creating the Code of Hammurabi, one of the first written legal codes in history. The Assyrian Empire was another significant Mesopotamian empire, which rose to power in the 14th century BCE. The Assyrians were known for their brutal military tactics and conquests, which allowed them to expand their territory and become one of the most powerful empires of their time. The Assyrian Empire was eventually conquered by the Babylonians, who went on to establish the Neo-Babylonian Empire. The success of Mesopotamian empires. The success of Mesopotamian empires can be attributed to a number of factors. One of the most important was their ability to control and manage large territories. Mesopotamian empires were known for their sophisticated administrative systems, which allowed them to collect taxes, maintain order, and provide for their citizens. These systems were often based on the use of writing and record-keeping, which allowed for efficient communication and organization. Another factor contributing to the success of Mesopotamian empires was their mastery of irrigation and agriculture. Mesopotamia was located between two major rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, and the construction of irrigation systems allowed for the cultivation of crops on a large scale. This abundance of food allowed for population growth and the development of cities, which in turn fueled the expansion of empires. Mesopotamian empires were also known for their contributions to art, architecture, and literature. These empires developed some of the earliest forms of writing, including cuneiform script, which allowed for the creation of literature and historical records. They also developed impressive architectural feats, such as the ziggurat, a massive stepped pyramid used for religious purposes. The decline of Mesopotamian empires. Despite their success, Mesopotamian empires eventually declined and fell. There were a number of factors that contributed to their downfall, including political instability, economic problems, and environmental factors. One major factor contributing to the decline of Mesopotamian empires was political instability. Many of these empires were ruled by powerful kings who were able to maintain control over large territories through military conquests and administrative systems. However, as these empires expanded, they became increasingly difficult to manage, and the power of the central government began to weaken. This led to increased competition and conflict between different regions and factions, as well as a weakening of the empire's ability to defend itself against external threats. Economic problems also played a significant role in the decline of Mesopotamian empires. As these empires expanded, they became increasingly reliant on agriculture and trade, which led to the development of complex economic systems. However, these systems were often based on inequality and exploitation, which led to widespread poverty and social unrest. In addition, the expansion of empires often led to the depletion of natural resources, which made it more difficult to sustain economic growth. Environmental factors also contributed to the decline of Mesopotamian empires. The region was prone to natural disasters, such as floods and droughts, which could have devastating effects on agriculture and infrastructure. In addition, the overuse of irrigation systems and deforestation led to soil degradation and desertification, which made it increasingly difficult to sustain agriculture and support large populations. The fall of Mesopotamian empires was a gradual process, marked by periods of decline and resurgence. However, by the 6th century BCE, the region was largely dominated by the Persian Empire, and Mesopotamia would never again achieve the same level of political and cultural dominance that it had in the past. Mesopotamia, often referred to